had to be announced over loudspeakers. The CIA and Mafia are in cahoots. Had to be said in old ladies' language. Had to be said in American headlines. Kennedy stretched and smiled and got double-crossed by low-life goons and agents. Rich bankers with criminal connections. Dope pushers. CIA working with dope pushers. From Cuba working with big-time syndicate Tampa, Florida. Had to be said with a big mouth. Had to be moaned over factory foghorns. Had to be chattered on car radio news broadcast. Had to be screamed in the kitchen. Had to be yelled in the basement where uncles were fighting. Had to be howled on the streets by newsboys to bus conductors. Had to be foghorned into New York Harbor. Had to echo under hard hats. Had to turn up in the volume of the university ballrooms. Had to be written in library books, footnoted. Had to be in headlines of the Times and Le Monde. Had to be barked over TV. Had to be heard in side alleys through barroom doors. Had to be played on wire services. Had to be bells ringing. Comedians stopped dead in the middle of a joke in Las Vegas. Had to be FBI Chief J. Edgar Hoover and Frank Costello's syndicate mouthpiece meeting in Central Park, New York together weekends. Reported Time magazine. Yeah. It had to be the Mafia and CIA together. Started war on Cuba, Bay of Pigs, and poison assassination headlines. Had to be the dope cops and the Mafia. Sold all that heroin in America. Had to be FBI and organized crime working together in cahoots against the commies. Let Lucky Luciano out of jail. Take Sicily. Mediterranean drug trade. Had to be Corsican goons and Office Strategic Services. Pay busted 1948 dock strikes in Marcellus. 60s port transshipment Indochina heroin. Had to be ringing on the multi-cash registers. Worldwide laundry for organized criminal money. Had to be CIA and Mafia and FBI together. Bigger than Nixon and bigger than war. Had to be a gorged throat full of murder. Had to be mouth and ass, a solid mass of rage. A red hot head, a scream in the back of the throat. Had to be in Kissinger's brain. Had to be in Rockefeller's mouth. Had to be Central Intelligence, the family, our thing. The agency, Mafia, organized crime, FBI, dope cops, and multinational corporations. One big set of criminal gangs working together in cahoots. Hitmen, murderers everywhere, outraged on the make. Secret, drunk, brutal, dirty, rich. On top of a slag heap of prison. Industrial cancer, plutonium smog, garbage cities, grandmas, bed sores, father's resentment. Had to be the rulers, the wanted line order, and they got rich on wanted protection for the status quo. Wanted junkies, wanted Attica, wanted Penn State. Had to be the CIA and the Mafia and the FBI, the multinational capitalists. Strong-arm squads, private detective agencies for the also very rich. And their armies, their navies, and Air Force bombing planes. Had to be capitalism, the vortex of this rage. 200 million. Had to murder in Czechoslovakia. Had to murder in Chile. Had to murder in Russia. And had to murder in America.